Alright, everyone. Welcome to the spoiler review for Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, Episodes 3 and 4. Now, yes, I know I was pretty late, but, I was pretty busy on a couple stuff. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, starting things off with Episode 3. Now, this one, I don't know about that one, but let's just get into it. So, yes, Sup, Titans boy. Sup, Ghidorah fanboy. Alright, I'm trying to remember what I saw from the last episodes. Lee Shaw and Keiko were still on the island, and they witnessed Titan X attacking the area. And Keiko took a picture of Titan X as he's going back to the ocean. And all the other villagers from the village were like, what on earth? I thought you guys were supposed to be dead. And Lee Shaw is just ticked off. Like, he just points out a knife and grabs their leader and just puts the knife by the neck, being like, what is wrong with you people? You guys killed. You're gonna tell us what's going on. And, of course, they only want the footage that Keiko took a picture of Titan X. You know, so that they can keep it as a secret. So, like, they're like, we know you have the picture. If you hand us over that camera, all this stops. We can let you go home. Peace, peace. But, of course, they chose to run away. So, yeah, they run away and hide in the forest. Question, were you Titans? Does Titan X look like Biollante? Well, now that you mention it, from what I saw in one of the trailers and one of the shots, that kind of reminds me of Biollante. Like, from that one trailer where we see Titan X in the middle of the ocean during a great black storm, that kind of reminds me of Biollante. So, yeah, I think he's right about that. The Titan X kind of looks a little bit similar to Biollante, but as a different creature. Anyway, so yeah, Keiko and Lee Shaw were just hiding in the forest, you know, try to blend in and stuff, and now that they know what's going on, Keiko took the file that they had of Titan X with them and just leaves the camera on the floor, being like, oh, I got a better idea. I'll just take the files and have an empty camera. So, here, take it. And just, runs away. So the village found the camera, and then they move on. But the woman that once helped them saw their legs in the open. She could have called them over and say, hey, they're over there, they're right there. But she chose not to. Like, come on, she ain't no snitch. So, yeah, then they start finding some shelter because then it started raining. So, Keiko then has a cut mark on her hand, while Lee Shaw has a stab mark somewhere in between his torso. So, like, they find a house-like building that they blend in so that, they can have shelter until the storm stops. And Keiko was like, you have your chance to try to leave. And then Lee Shaw's like, no, I'm not. I'm not leaving you. And, of course, this was the part where I go like, no. Oh, wait, no. Alright. Here's what I have to say about episode 3 of Monarch Season 2. Good, but also a little weird at times. Yeah, true. Like, it almost got a little freaky. And from Sydney, hey Fully, so about the cheer up video and fight video, will you post them tomorrow? Well, lucky for you, Sydney, I am planning to start your cheer up video tomorrow, but the fight video will have to wait because I have a lot to go through, especially with the Godzilla vs. Kong 5-year anniversary video. Hi friend, your projects are amazing. Thank you, Sydney. And there's more coming along the way. So, let's get into it. So yeah, the part where I ran away is because it started getting freaky. So yeah, we're gonna ignore the whole freaky part. So then, okay, gotcha. And also, no, my birthday's on April 22nd. Is coming up. I understand fully. You're welcome. Okay, I'll make sure to do another birthday video. Alright. So, yeah, we didn't go on to present day because now that they're heading back to Tokyo, May and... What's that one dude that is the new leader of Monarch? The guy in the glasses? I forgot his name. Guys, comment down below that dude with the glasses name, because I completely forgot what his name is. Like, to be fair, I do lose track on the characters too much. Like, not even from the monsters, but the human characters. Tim. Okay. His name's Tim. I forgot. Okay. So, yeah. May and Tim go to this restaurant talking about what they got going on. And that Apex has been taking over the Monarch boat. Like, Tim is like, hey, yo, this is a Monarch facility. And of course, the Apex leader's like, no, you're not. Don't forget about Lion Guard Cybernetic Invasion. You will be able to add my forms in dark form. Can you make it happen? Well, I will try, unless you give me a link to the videos of those characters. I haven't watched Monarch and Pennywise yet, but I'll try to watch them. Okay. Hopefully that'll get you to catch up. Yeah, I knew it was Tim. Alright. So, yeah, of course Tim got overthrown by Apex, being like, hey, yo, this is a Monarch property. And the Apex leader's like, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. This is our property now. Like, bro, this is why I never liked Apex in the Monsterverse, because Apex is not even thinking straight. Like, Monarch is trying to, like, study these creatures, but instead Apex is doing the opposite of what Monarch is doing. Like, they're just not thinking straight. They just want the monsters to cause havoc so that they can learn about them and then kill them off. Like, similar to how they did with Mechagodzilla and GVK. So, yeah. And then, of course, the names. Kate, I forgot. If I forget one more character's name, I'm gonna squirt this water in my face. So what Drew mentioned you about my birthday request? Never really got names of Titan though. Yeah. You okay? You're making funny faces. Yeah, I know, Sydney. I'm just trying to remember these characters. Like, I always lose track on these characters. Like, I swear, if I forget one more character's face, I swear I'm gonna pour this water in my face. Or actually, yeah, I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just saying that just to be funny. So yeah, Kate starts meeting up with her mom, which I realize her house is looking a bit different compared to Season 1. Like, they used to live in some sort of RV type of house, but now in Season 2, they live somewhere around in a normal home. I hate Apex because they made my G-Man go provoke. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I always lose track on characters too, and don't forget you can use Google if you forget. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Yeah, I can use more. So, yeah, Kate then meets up with her mother and that one dude from Season 1 that picked them up at the airport. Yeah, he and her mom are married. Here's Here's what Drew mentioned to you about. Alright. So then they have a little dinner, and Kate's mother is like, "Hey, your work friends are around, so should you go check them out? I will after this live stream." So, yeah. Also, I'm sorry. What? Okay. So, yeah, they're like, "Hey, your work friends are around, so why don't you check them out? Why don't you hang out with them while me and my new boyfriend have some me time?" And she does reunite with one of her friends at some sort of party. And, Kate does get drunk at first until they got the alert that Titan X is nearby and, they had to go or something. And the heartbreaking part of that episode is Bill Randa. So, if you're familiar with the character Bill Randa, have a good day. You too, Sydney. So, about the character Bill Randa. So we now know exactly why Hiroshi Randa was not seeing Bill Randa around, because Bill actually found the letter that Keiko wrote to Lee Shaw, saying how much she liked him, and that Bill is her heart, and that that she doesn't want to abandon him. So of course Bill was heartbroken at first. And I was like, oh my lord, is that the exact reason why he left Hiroshi? Is it because of that letter? And then the episode ends there. Let's move on to episode 4, which was last night's episode. So, yesterday's episode, apparently we noticed that Kate was waking up in the middle of a beach, which is right near the Golden Gate Bridge that was split in half, all due to Godzilla going like, "Move, boy, get out the way," through that bridge. And May was just going into the water like she's hallucinating or something. And I was like, Kate, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden, San Francisco's being evacuated because they got an alert that apparently Titan X is heading towards San Francisco and that they had to evacuate. So Lee Shaw and Keiko's plan is to try to lure Titan X away from San Francisco before it makes landfall again. But apparently from the last episode, episode 3, the device that Hiroshi built to do that was actually taken by Apex. And who was responsible for it? That same woman who is with May or Cora. That same woman I despise the most in this show. Like, I was like... Episode 4, definitely better. Yeah, can't wait for the next episode. I hope Godzilla's in the next episode. So, yeah. They do head to the facility, try to get it back. And Cora's job is to, try to get the doors open so that they can, sneak around to try to get the device back. And they start a fake radiation drill, saying that, oh, there's radiation going out, we need to evacuate pronto. And then... And then, all of a sudden, we find out that Cora is actually trying to open one of the doors, and one of those doors had one of these titans that they've captured on either Skull Island or one of the other places that are overrun by monsters. May I ask, why, and I mean why, does Titan X have Mothra's sound? I don't remember hearing Mothra's sound, but me personally, I have no clue, but that maybe she's either he or she is related to Mothra or has the same abilities or roar sound as Mothra. Imagine what Titan X can do if he does Mothra's sound and is like, and Godzilla's like, oh, my queen! I did in episode 3. Alright. So yeah, May starts opening doors that had one of these the lockers, but she's trying to prevent one of them from opening the doors with one of those smaller titans, especially one that looks like a flamingo ostrich with leaf-like spikes on it. I was like, what on earth is that? And there was this thing that has a stomach open that has some sort of vine that has teeth in it. I was like, ew, that looks even worse than the skull crawlers. Like, come on, Warner Bros., what are you doing? And so they do manage to free one of those smaller titans. Try to cause a rampage, being like, "Hey, y'all titans, be free!" And they were like, "Yay, we're free!" Just doing their own stuff. Trying to scare them, like just taunting people, being goofy, silly, weird, you name it. And May managed to get the door open, but apparently they were too late because they destroyed the device that they were going to use to divert Titan X. And I was like, dadgummit. I was like, great, Titan X is probably going to make it since they destroyed the device. But apparently it was a false alarm because apparently Apex was chasing a whale. A whale! Really? You scared all those people with these titans just because you were chasing a whale? That is the most stupidest thing they ever did. Like, bro, they could have chased anything else, but they chose to chase a whale. Like, seriously. Like, bro. Why a whale? I don't know. Apex needs to start using their brains for once. And, of course they managed to try to make something that has something to do with the device, but apparently May decided to stay with that woman I despise the most in this show. Like, she decided to stay with Apex, being like, hey, you guys run your own. They're showing me something very important. I have to stay. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to use May for their shenanigans. Try to provoke some Titans. Antagonize them. And, cause more trouble. Like, I hope May can, pull through it. But we're just going to have to see what happens in the next episode. So, of course, Kate returns to the group being like, hey, y'all, I'm back. I got out of San Francisco because I realized I abandoned y'all, and I'm sorry. I want to be back with you guys. I mean, I understand why they want to chase Titan X. But a whale, why Apex? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, Kate is back. They go back to the hotel. They start unpacking the things that they got from the bar, but Hiroshi... Remember that letter from the last episode? Hiroshi found it. The letter for Lee Shaw. Hiroshi found it, and he read it, and Keiko was shocked, being like, uh-oh, I'm dead. And, Hiroshi was like, Mom, why? That's why my father left me. You were cheating on him this whole time. And then, episode ended there. And I was like, are you kidding me? Man, I'm pretty sure Keiko and Hiroshi are not going to get along in the next episode due to that. I can tell the feeling. Hiroshi missed his father so much. He was like, my father abandoned me. I don't know what's going on. But now that he knows, he's like, Mother, why? Why'd you do that? And, yeah, why a cliffhanger? Yeah, why? Do they really have to end episodes like that? Like, they could have ended differently. So yeah, that's all that I remember from one of the episodes. But during those 2 episodes, I was like, okay, that depends. Where the heck is Godzilla? I want to see my Godzilla already. Where the heck is he? Because like that's what I'm like. Don't get me wrong, I do like Kong, but I just want Godzilla to show up already. Like, I did like the first episode with Kong, but I just wish that they could show Godzilla and Kong more often. Like, this is why I don't show Monarch Legacy Monsters apparently in my channel, because why? It was more human focused. Like, it's more focused on the human characters instead of the monsters. Like, when will people learn we do not care about the human characters, just give us more monster action? Because I still remember one of the trailers, we see Godzilla attack Tokyo and see Godzilla in the middle of the ocean. When the heck are we going to see that? But I'm going to cross my fingers to if he's going to finally show up in next week's episode. Like, I'm crossing my fingers to make sure if Godzilla shows up in the next episode, because I want to see Godzilla attack Tokyo, just like he did in the classic films. Like, ever since I saw that in the trailer, I was like, oh my lord, Godzilla's gonna attack Tokyo, oh my goodness! What about -1, though? Yeah, I liked -1, and I heard that CinemaCon's gonna show something for the sequel. But I hope it's something good. But anyways, that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching this spoiler review and live stream. If you like Godzilla and other stuff, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as foremost, I'm Titanus Foley, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.